You are watching the Pan-African Daily TV with Dr. Susan Tata. The Africa we want: unity, consciousness, our culture, our spirituality, our history. One Africa for Africans worldwide. Motherland's calling its diaspora home. Join my voice. Join my team. Join my campaign. Campaign 21 hashtag 1 million subscribers on the Pan-African Daily TV YouTube. Be a volunteer. Apply now. Be the new Africa.
After centuries of misguidance caused by slavery, colonization, lack of awareness of our history, and institutional disinformation, a new Africa is on the move, determined and getting organized. Afrika tuko pamoja. Welcome to the United Kingdoms of Great Africa. The United Kingdoms of Great Africa is the credo of the alliance movement of all African intelligences around a common ideal: the unity and development of a strong, conquering, and completely dedogmatized Africa through the channel of a strong organization called the Africa We Want Global. You are an African, Afro-descendant, researcher, historian, scientist, or simply an NGO. You want to be part of this great historical march towards the total freedom of an uninhibited Africa? Visit our website www.africawewantglobal.org. Register and discover the range of our platforms for change. AfricaWeWantGlobal.org. Join the kingdom, be part of it. An initiative of Dr. Susan Tata.
Good. Thank you. As you're joining this wonderful conversation, as you can see, we already had announced it today, what is going to be happening on the Pan-African Daily TV tonight. So as you can see with me live in the studio, all the way from Panama, is Queen Mother Dr. Melida Harris Barrow. She is here for the first time live with us and to explain or to share and to address Africans worldwide on her initiative, her engagement as a descendant, connecting the diaspora back to its root, what we usually call Sankofa. So she is here to explain the reason why the time is now, the reason why all what we are experiencing is going on. And she keeps saying there is no coincidence. It is just the right time. It is the time for Mother Africa's children to go home. But who is that mother that is leading the right way to its children? We've been talking about a lot of Mother Africans, playing the role of the queens of the nation to unite its children globally. So every one queen has her own department, what she is doing. And for the first time, we are reaching out to Panama, something very extraordinary, a piece of island that is in the center between the North and South America. We all heard that here yesterday as we prepared this long journey. So I don't want to waste our time so much. I know that all of you are connecting because know this historic conversation today for the first time, and which is not going to be the last time, which is a continuity of very, very, very powerful and great things and initiatives that would be connecting the diaspora and its Sith region, or the continent and its Sith region. So we're here sitting with the CEO of the Sith region of the Global Chamber of Commerce, which is actually called the Sith Eco region. And so she's going to be telling us everything we need to know about investing, about engaging, about why we need to trade with one another, where we need to put our money, what is actually going on. Why don't we do business between us? Why must it be the other way around? How did our ancestors trade with one another without technology? And how is it impossible for us to do it at this time? So I want to thank you very much. And I want to pull back and just listen to this wonderful, beautiful moment and enjoy it from time to time. If you have a comment, drop it in the comment section and we will highlight it on the conversation tonight. So you're welcome, my Queen Mother. How are you doing, beautiful Queen Mother?
I am doing very well. Bayete.
Bayete, Bayete,
Bayete.
Bayete.
I am doing very well, thank God. This is a very special day for me because this is going to be addressing my brothers and sisters all over the world. I think that this is a powerful, powerful day for women, especially. This is your day, but every day is our day. This is just a day that we all come together to celebrate. Women, you're so powerful beyond measures. I don't think sometimes we realize how powerful we are, even though that there's so many of us that's in bondage, but we still overcoming what is being presented to us. So I want to say greetings to all the women in the world that's celebrating a very special day, and that's celebrating us. We don't celebrate us enough. We are women that always nurturing others, that is always pleasing others, that is always doing so much for others. But really, when do we take time for ourselves and celebrate ourselves? And that is something that I started years ago, where I said to myself, when is it exactly do I celebrate me? And I began to do that. So I want to congratulate all the women in the world. Celebrate yourselves because it's important. I want to go into talking about the journey of reconciliation of Mother Africa. This came to me in my dreams, and I have to tell you from the origin of what really happened, why this journey of reconciliation is so spiritual. There's a woman that came in my dream, an old woman with white hair. And she looked at me and said, Dr. Barrow, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I said, well, I'm trying to connect Africa and the African diaspora. And she says, you're doing nothing. That's what she said to me. This is in my dream. And she said, you're doing nothing. She said, let me show you something. And she said, look to your right. And I looked to my right. And what I saw is that she took me back to slavery. When this woman took me back to slavery in the Americas and the Caribbean, I saw so many things. I saw children being abused, raped, boys and girls. I saw a woman hanging from a pole, and a man came and split her stomach open while she was pregnant. I saw so many things. And this is why my ancestors brought me back and said, it is time now for you to really do something. You see, oftentimes we think that we're really doing something, but we're doing nothing. And on that day, I realized what I have to do. So I woke up weeping, trying to understand what was she trying to tell me. And what she really wanted to tell me is we have to come back together. We have to unite. You see, this is not about us talking all the time. Yes, let's unite. Yes, let's come together. No, those are words. that's coming out of our mouth, but we're doing nothing. Those are words that we're used to hearing. Those are words that we know that there's something wrong and we want to come together, but something is preventing us. And until today, we can't really understand what it is. But today I'm going to tell you what it is. It is your mindset has been tampered with by those that have oppressed you. You see, no longer do they need to put you in slavery. It's your mind that's enslaved now, not your body, your mind. No matter where you are, you could be a president of a country. You could be a king. You could be whatever it may be. But if your mind is enslaved, then your future generation will be. You see, I realized after that dream that I cannot make changes, or we cannot make changes unless the mind is free. This is not about your body. This is about your mind. This is about all the things that have happened in the past. It's still there because it's going from one generation to the next. And you cannot see it, but you can feel it. But one of the strongholds that we have is that we seem that we cannot get out of it. You see, God had sent so many of us to this earth in order to bring the truth, in order to bring love, in order to bring his message, but we keep ignoring it. We can't seem to grasp it. So we keep moving empty in our hearts. So now it's time for us to come together in order to verbally say, it is time to heal. If we don't heal, we're going to go another 500 years in the situation that we're in. We have very bright young people that we're not bringing them to the table. We're keeping them far away. Our young people in the world today, they have answers, but we don't want to listen. We are so used to doing things without God, and that is one of the biggest problems that we have. The journey of reconciliation, it is to bring us together. We have to realize something that's happening today. Notice that Africa has been a testing ground for centuries. Every disease is being tested on our ground, on the continent. Ebola, AIDS, so many things. And we're still conquering these things. And I believe now that it is time. How is it that you cannot see what is happening? I say it's time. And the reason I'm saying it's time is because the time has expired for those that have oppressed us. You see, there is a date, and the date is now. Expiration is now. So it is time now for us to come together and teach each other who we are. When you get up in the morning, take a look. But take a look in the mirror when this show is finished. Ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? Am I the man or the woman that man created? Or am I the woman or man that God created? You see, God created a human being. You see, this whole thing about color is to distract you. It's to make you feel inferior, while those that are bringing that to us, making themselves superior. You see, we've been bamboozled. We have taken something that's called an illusion and made it a reality. We have taken something from those that wanted what we have, and we made it truth. Why? It's the mindset. You see, your mindset is been tampered with in such a way that you hate, and we hate ourselves. We don't realize how much hate we have within ourselves. When Europeans look at us and they say, your hair is bad. This is what's happening in Latin America. My hair is bad. We say this day in and day out, when in fact, there's nothing wrong with your hair. There's nothing wrong with the color of your skin. That is what God created. He created you. He created something special in you. All you have to do is take a look around in your space, and you are going to see pyramids. You are going to see a continent full of minerals. And no matter how much they take, God keep replenishing. Can you imagine that? Excuse me. Can you imagine that in other parts of the world that minerals were taking, and now it's gone, there's nothing else there? But Africa, Africa has so much that it's still replenishing. Ask yourself why. Why is it that the continent is still alive and you are? That is because God is waiting for you. God has given you all the knowledge you need in order to protect what's yours. God say, manage the land. He did not say, give it away. God said, manage your land. He did not say, give it away. You are saying, my brothers and sisters, that you're poor. How can that be? You are saying, my brothers and sisters across the sea, come home. You want me to come home. I've been enslaved for 500 years, but you want me to come home. To what? What do you want me to come home to? That's the question. You want me to come home where you cannot even protect your land. You want me to come home when you're telling me you're poor, when in fact you are sitting on diamonds, gold, all sorts of minerals. How can that be? I was also sold by the kings and queens. And I'm saying I, because I feel as though I was present when I was being sold. My ancestors, brothers and sisters, suffered. You will not imagine. You always ask yourselves and cry that your brothers and sisters was taken by Europeans to be enslaved. But have you ever asked yourself the question, what happened once we arrived to the Americas and the Caribbean and the rest of the world? Ask yourself that question. What happened to your brothers and sisters that was enslaved? I am a representative. I am that I am. That's why I survived. To come back and let you know and tell you that it wasn't easy. We suffered and suffered and suffered. We were separated from each other. Once we arrived, children was taken from their mothers, from their fathers, and it's still happening today. We survived to come back to let you know that we are coming home. Yes, we are. But we have made our home wherever we are in the world. And yet we're saying we want to come home. But we cannot come home until you clean house. We were taught that whenever we have visitors, make sure that our home is clean, blessed. Is Africa clean? Have you cleaned your home? Are you fighting with each other? Are you killing each other? Yes, you are. But you want me to come home. How is that possible? After 500 years of giving you enough time, there were many that came back for us. Many. But there's a whole lot that didn't. But we're telling you now, in the present, that we want to come home. Are you prepared for us? Are you ready for us? We speak about the door of return, but are you ready for us? Look in the mirror. Are you ready for us? How can it be when you're fighting with each other? How can this be when there's a hate within? But that is because we were taught to hate each other, to fight with each other. It is time for healing, my brothers and sisters. We're raping our women as though that they're dogs. Politicians, listen to me. It's time for us to change the narrative of the continent and the world. Pastors, it is time now for you to stop using your own people, God's people, manipulating their minds to make them believe that if you don't pay, God would not bless you. That is a lie. You are already blessed, but you can't see it. No man should tell another man that he's not blessed. You've been blessed from the time that you were born. You were blessed from the time that you were in the womb of your mother. You are blessed, my people. But the mindset is holding you back. It is time now to release and change the mindset, because you're powerful beyond measures. Take a look around you. When I see that my young people are being killed because they know something is wrong and they want a better Africa, you want to kill them. How is that possible? Your mindset. You have no clue what you have on the continent. You have everything the world wants. God has blessed you with everything that the world needs. But yet, you are begging the world to help you. You are begging the world to feed you. How is that possible? Don't you know who you are? If you don't, I will teach you. And when I say I, it's we. The ancestors are coming back to teach you. Because we know what it takes to survive. And you should know what it takes to survive. So let's come together. So when we work together, we will know and understand who we are. We are God's people. But we are doing things that we're not supposed to. But if we come together, we dialogue together, and we change the narrative, then we will become, and we already are, the most powerful people on earth. Our indigenous people of the world. That is who we are. My brothers and sisters in Latin America, in the Caribbean, in the world, don't let no man make you believe you're nothing. You're powerful. We survived colonialism. We survived slavery. We survived many things. There's a reason for that. The reason is that no longer we will allow no man on this earth to destroy us. They can try, but they will never be victorious. You see, you're so rich, but then you're so happy to be in office stealing nickel and dimes. You see, I understand why your oppressors steal from you. What I don't understand is, why do you steal the shirt in your closet? In other words, why do you steal from yourself? We have to change the mindset. We have to change the way we think. This is not about running to the store and buying Prada purse, Prada shoes. This is not about that. You have way more than that. You have the most powerful land in the world. The education that we're receiving today is not the education that God wants you to have. But you accept it. It is time to change it. To be educated, not to be trained as though we're dogs. You see, what we need is God's wisdom. What we need is God's knowledge and understanding. When a man speaks lies and truth, that's where we get confused. But you see, when you have God's wisdom, you can differentiate both. This is why they did not want us to read, because as soon as we got a hold of education, that's when the world began to change. But we have to teach our children the truth. It is time now for us to unveil the illusion of this world, my people. We are living in a world of illusion. What is the illusion? What you've been taught by your oppressors. We have to change that illusion. I wrote a book called Unveiling the Illusion. Know who you are. Because if you don't, we're going to go another 500 years and more. It is time to reveal the truth. We have so much to give. Africa and her children across the seas. Why are we leaving Africa? You are inviting us to come home, but so many are leaving. Why? Instead of us taking and stealing from ourselves, let's rebuild our continent, because what you're stealing is nothing comparing to what you have. My God. Let us bring our children back that have left, going to other countries and suffering the wickedness of what they're doing to our children. You are allowing our children to leave the continent to other nations, and they're being enslaved every single day and hurt. And you're watching what they're doing, and you're doing nothing to fix it. But yet, you want me to come home after 500 years. This is what we're going to do. We're going to come together. Yes. And what we're going to do is that we are going to bring our children back home. Not only those that have left recently, but those that have been gone for 500 years. And when I say to come home, what I mean is so many cannot leave their homes in the world at this time to come and build Africa. But we are going to help you to build the continent from abroad. Look out, because it's time now for you to realize who you are and where we're going, and we cannot do it by ourselves. Once upon a time, you work with the indigenous people of the lands across the ocean. You traded with each other. We're bringing that back. It is time now for us to circulate our money with each other and not just go to locations where your oppressors are. You take vacation in Portugal, Portuguese, France, in the British colony, I call it. You take vacations, you go to the hospital, you go to build homes in those very regions. I think it's time enough. Those of you that are presently there, it's okay, because it's called survival. But at the same time, what I am proposing is that we need to come together. You want to take vacation? You can come to Colombia. You can come to Panama. You can come to Costa Rica. You can come to Belize. You can come to America with the African Americans, with the natives, and we will show you what you've been missing all this time. It is time for us to do business with each other. It is time for us to exchange culture, heritage. You see, Africans, my brothers and sisters, we in the Americas, we don't even know that they're kings and queens in Africa, but yet we know of the Queen of England, because that's what we were taught. We don't know you, and we want to know you. We don't know you exist. I didn't know you exist. The first African movie I saw was Shaka Zulu, and I thought it was just a movie. I didn't even know you existed. And that is going to change. You see, when I was growing up, the only thing I knew about you is that this white man called Tarzan was the leader of the jungle. That's all I knew. That's going to change. The journey of reconciliation of Mother Africa and her diaspora will unite in Panama, May 19th through the 25th. And we are going to sit down and dialogue. We're going to change the world. We're going to change the world. Because we're powerful. We're going to change the world. My brothers and sisters around the world, you're powerful and you know it. You're spiritual and you know it. You see, we haven't spoken yet. We haven't come together yet. Hold on to your spirituality, because we are coming home. And when I say we're coming home, it's because the power is home, and that is within. We have to show the world who we are as a people. Those of you in Latin American countries and the Caribbean, I want to say something to you. You see our hair? We've been taught to hate our hair. We've been taught to hate the color of our skin. We've been taught to hate women, our bodies. We've been taught to hate everything about ourselves. How can you love yourself when you hate everything about yourself? How is that possible? When we see one person in our community rising and we become jealous of them, and we try to destroy them instead of merging with them. Americans have this metaphor. They talk about the crabs in the barrel, meaning Black people, when we see someone rising, we're trying to tear them down. But the question is, who put the crabs in the barrel? And who does the barrel belong to? They're not in their in nature. That is not their environment. Just like how we're not in our environment now, mentally. You understand? We have to get back with God. All these churches that is not telling the people the truth, tell them the truth, please. Let them know that they don't need to give you millions in order to be blessed. They are already blessed. Don't make them feel inferior and you superior. Bishops, pastors, ministers. Don't become those that have oppressed you, my bishops, my pastors, because you are a man that God created in order to help those in need, not for them to worship you. There's so much in the world that's destroying us. And what God wants is for the truth, because the truth is going to set us all free. So today, I want to thank Tata, my sister, my queen, my princess. Mi reina means queen. Thank you for bringing me to this station in order to speak to my brothers and sisters. I want to tell my children in Africa, I love you. And I'm going to continue to fight. Right now, I'm in a lot of pain. Physically, my back is just killing me. But you know what? You see the smile on my face? I can smile because I'm coming from with my ancestors to speak today. And if they went through the pain that they did, this back pain cannot compare with what they have been through. It cannot. So I want to thank you, Tata, for bringing me and my ancestors in Africa, in the Atlantic, wherever. They're following me and they're pushing me. And pain or no pain, I am going to speak truth. Thank you very much.
Bayete, my queen.
Bayete.
I think we are thanking you because as you speak, I'm just filled with tears because we are like two lost children or Mother Africa's children. Let's just put, for instance, me and you were taken away and then they came back and colonized me. And so I don't know you and you don't know me. And it sometimes, no matter how strong we are, it pains, it hurts. It's really painful. We shouldn't play or talk around it. When it really hurts, we need to cry. Let's cry, because that's the process of healing. I want to thank you so much, my queen. I'm not giving anyone a platform. Our ancestors are just bringing the pieces together. Yes. They're doing their work through me, through you, to all of us that are here. The Pan-African Daily is just the middle. Like we just put the camera and let people speak and let them just talk. Let them just air out. Let them just heal. We need to heal by actually speaking. You said one thing that is so pertinent. I tried to put down some points that I saw when you said, how can you steal from you? That is so deep. You know, you steal from your own, my queen. It's a journey and it's a blessing to have you. A daughter that weeps after her own, after his own. You're not only weeping about your children, leadership, even this, I don't know how to call them. I don't want to be arrogant. When you touch the congregations and the people standing, I don't know whether they are people, for God's sake, forgive me, standing on the pulpit to reprogram, to lie to their own in their eyes. I saw a brother of mine or a sister wrote in the comment, this should be held accountable. And I think, Mother Africa, that you are, that we are, these crimes that we do to our own people will be held accountable.
Yes.
Whether they are called themselves pastors or bishops or what, It is so insane when you see what is going on the continent in the churches. Pastors molesting women,
yes,
in public,
yes,
exposing them,
yes,
touching even their private parts in the name of
yes,
blessings. That's the highest level of insanity. So when you say, come back to where? When you say, come back where?
yes.
I'm thanking you so much, because probably I asked you a question the other day, Queen Mother. What did we actually do? What is it that we did? There must be something that we did to the Most High, and or we doing to ourselves. What did we actually do?
Exactly what you just said. When you have pastors doing what they're doing, you are offending God, using God's name in order to do the things that you're doing. When we have other people coming to our country and taking our women to be maids in other countries, and these people are raping. I've had and worked with women where they went to Lebanon and are being raped over and over. 19, 18 men a day on one woman. And we are allowing this. You understand? So, Africa, you have to atone to God, not man. You have to atone to God, because also kings and queens sold us into slavery. It is time to atone. It is time now to reconcile with us. Africa will never, ever be at peace if we do not atone for the things that we are doing, not done, but are continuing to do it to God. God placed me on this earth. When I was a young girl, I keep asking myself, why am I here? And I keep having dreams over and over about this day. And the day is here. And I'm not going to hold back the truth that is happening. We are wondering why. Why are we going around in circles, Tata? Why are we suffering the way we're suffering? What have we done that God have allowed others to come into our nation and take whatever they want? If you want to stop it, my people, it's time for us now to atone to God, to get our natural mind to reset. Remember, we have to renew the mind. So this is the time to renew the mind, because the mind is being controlled every single day. Let me ask the audience this. And Dr. Tata, let me ask you this. On what hand do you have your watch? Your watch that you placed on your arm. Is it the right or is it the left? I am sure you're going to say the left.
The left, of course. Mine is the left.
And everyone that is watching this show, I want you to put on there that what hand do you wear your watch? You wear it on the left. The next question is why? Why do you think, Dr. Tata, that you wear it on the left? Why? That's the question for you. Why do you wear it on the left hand? Do you know?
No, because it's like a pattern.
Exactly. Exactly. You were told from birth to wear your watch on your left hand, but you have no clue why. Why are we doing the things that we do today? It is because it's called mind control. You know where I wear my watch? On the right hand. Take a look. On the right hand. The reason I wear it on the right hand is because I'm awake. I'm awake. And that is the reason why. And that is the reason why I wear it to the right. That is because I am back with God. He woke me up. What God did, I renewed my mind, you see. When your mind is renewed, then you start questioning things. Why? 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 And I began to ask, why is it one day that I am wearing my watch on the right hand? That is because, on the left hand, that is because of mind control. So as long as your oppressor sees that your watch is on the left hand, he knows that you're still being controlled. I'm awake. I'm awake. Now, if you are awake, then you start doing things differently. Your mind is no longer limited. Your mind is now limitless. Then the thinking, the gifts that God gave you, it's beginning to process. It's going to begin to process. Have you ever heard that the sky is the limit? Have you ever heard that?
Sure.
And what does that mean to you, Tata?
It means my brain cannot think above what I see in the skies, which is a lie.
It's a lie. In other words, all of you that are listening to me, your mind is limitless. If it's limitless, the sky cannot be the limit when there's a universe.
I share.
There's a universe. So how can the sky be the limit? There's something beyond that. But from birth, we've been taught all sorts of things that have kept us in bondage. Now it's time for us to begin to teach one another the truth. Now it's time for us to unveil the illusion of this world. Another thing, how is it possible? Oh my God. How is it possible that the color of your skin defines you? It defines your knowledge. It defines everything about you. It cannot. That was created in order for those that wants to keep you in bondage, to make you feel that you are inferior because of the color of your skin. And because they said white is superior, then you are going to always look at that white person and say they are superior to me. That is an illusion. But if you believe it, it becomes a reality. Are you following what I'm saying, my people? It is time to wake up.
Yes.
It is time to wake up. You see, I'm awake, and I want you to be awake as well. So there's so many things now. Go back after this show and take a look of all the things that you've been doing and not understanding why. That's a form of waking up. The Bible says you have to renew your mind. Why are you not doing it? Renewing your mind, going to church, is not having a pastor put his hands on your head, push you, rape you, and walk like a donkey. That's not renewing your mind. That's oppressing you even more. You see, when someone wants to oppress me, and then they come and they said, God is white with blue eyes, he looked just like me. Not only are you going to worship the God that he presented to you, but he's also presenting himself as though he's God. You follow what I'm saying? And we're still doing it today. The Bible describes who Jesus is, but we still yet close our eyes and still following what man has to say. We stop reading. And by stop reading, you're not going to know who you are. Yes. Africa, it's time to wake up. Africa, you need to start giving your children the curriculum that they deserve, not the curriculum of your oppressors. You will always remain oppressed. When I look at certain countries in Africa, we're still wearing the white wig when we graduate out of law school. How is that possible? But yet you say you're independent, but you're still processing. You're still doing the very same things that they have done. We mimic them. Let me tell you something. When a black man or a black woman come into the presence of a white man or a white woman, we bow, our whole attitude change, we speak differently, we become nervous. And that's still happening today. Why is that happening? Your mindset. They have trained you, not educated you, train you to be that way, and you are doing it from one generation to the next because you are teaching your children to do it. Stop it. You are powerful just like any other man. You don't need to bow to no man, especially those that's oppressing you. Women, do you know how much power you have to teach your children from birth who to become? Once they say, Mom, I want to be an astronaut, please do not tell them you don't have no money and kill their dream. Don't do that, because I've seen the poorest of poorest that a child will come and say, I want to be this and that, and they became it. We shatter our children's dream just by saying, we don't have the money. I don't think you can do this. I don't think you'll ever do that. Don't do it. This is the time now for you to invest in your child. Even if you don't have the money, you have the power to tell your child, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you will. But don't ever tell your children what they cannot be. You have the power of your voice. That is powerful. Coming from within. Tell your child, yes, you can. And you will be my son, my daughter. But don't ever tell them what they cannot do. That is not in your place to do that. Your place as a mother and a father is to encourage your children. You see, these are all the things that when I come to Africa, I will be teaching and teaching, because God has filled me up with wisdom, with knowledge, and the understanding. You understand? It is time now. I'm ready. I wasn't ready before, and he made me know I wasn't ready. But I feel it when that woman came in my dream. She says, what are you doing? What are you doing? Now I know what I'm doing. Because they're all with me now. All of them, they're with me. And God speaks through me. I don't have any notes here. This is from my heart. This is years and years and years of being fulfilled by God. Now is the time to release it. My watch is on my right. That tells you you're awake and it's time to go through the process. I am from another region. Tata is from another region, but we are sisters. I love my sister. I don't need to know that she is from Africa and I'm from Panama. She's my sister. You understand? Yes. I love my sister. My sister and I are going to work together. We are going to bring the Americas to you, my sister. So all of you from Latin America, the Caribbean, and in the world, join her, because I am going to join her, and we are going to partner, and we are going to bring the truth and unveil the illusion of this world. That's what we're going to do, my sister.
Oh, Bayete. Bayete. Bayete.
That's what we're going to do. We've been gone for too long. Too long. And those of you that go to the Cape Coast in Ghana and other places, I know you cry because your brothers have been taken. But what I want you to know, I want you to research what happened to them, what they have done to them. You see, once we were over there, we never in this era figure out that you were colonialized. We don't know your history, but we will know it now. And we will know it because you're going to bring it to us, and we're going to bring you our history to us. We are no longer going to let anyone speak to us about our history. We need to speak about our history. We need to talk about our pain. You see, once we walk out that door every day, do you know how many hats we have to put on in order to deal with the world? Europeans, do you know? Because once we walk out our door, we have to deal with racism. We have to deal with people looking at us as though we don't belong. You see, we are in a foreign country until today. When we leave Africa for better opportunity, we are in people's land when we're supposed to be in ours. You see? So if you want us to come back home, let's clean Africa up. You have all the minerals. You're sitting on gold, my God. But yet our children are suffering because you're stealing from yourselves. I can understand Europeans stealing from you, but not you from yourself. You have the power to build Africa again. But you see, when a slave mind and a colonialized mind is the head of a nation, it's going to fail. It's going to fail. You have to be free in the mind to free your people in the nation. It's going to continue to be the same. It's not going to change. This is why I tell leaders all the time, know your history. Understand your history. You don't need someone to come to your nation and take and then leave and then come back and feed you. What is that? They don't need to come back and feed you. You are the one that's feeding them. But you are allowing them to take, to feed their people in order for them to come back to give you crumbs. Hey. No. That can't happen. It has to stop. Europe is poor. Europe is poor. Listen to me. Europe is poor. The only reason that they're in the condition that they are in today is because you are allowing that to happen. And you know why you are poor? Because you are allowing it. That's why. Stop fighting with each other. Nigerian with South Africans, this with that and that and that. Do you know that the more you fight, the more they take? You understand? Who have given you the name Nigeria? Who have given you the name Congo? Who have given you the name Angola? Who have given you the name Kenya? No, it's the continent. God gave you the continent. My God. You are not superior to your brothers. You're not. And you will never be. You're equal. Don't let your oppressors put that in your mind. How is it you're fighting with each other? It's the same thing in Latin America, the Caribbean, and everywhere. We fight each other. For what? while they watch us, chopping our heads off, chopping our arms off. I've seen all that happening in Africa, and yet you telling me you want me to come home. Let's fix this. And I know we can. I know we can fix it. So let's fix it. Let's come back. Let's come back together. And if you cannot feel your ancestors, let me tell you something. Your ancestors, they came in my dream and they said, if one man free his mind, then there's a whole lot of generation is going to be free. One. Because your family is here and around the world. They will never be free until you become free. We all have to be free at one time. Just because you're rich, you think you made it. No, you didn't. You have not made it. Making it is watching the continent prosper. Making it is to watch the world prosper while you in it. You see, this is not about color. It has nothing to do with color. Man used color to destroy you. We have to love humanity. Humanity. He made you believe to hate whites, whites hate black. No, we have to love humanity. Because if I didn't love humanity, I will not be on this stage. No. I love me. God gave me this love to love you. Let's stop fighting. Thank you. Thank you. We need peace. We need peace. And peace we shall have, but we have to work together to seek it and to seek righteousness. Seek righteousness, and you will see how things turn. And every individual in Africa, we need to atone to God. Every individual, we need to atone. Yes, my sister Tata. We're going to work. It's coming. It's coming.
We can only give thanks, as you said, Queen Mother, and because of the risings of the queens from the south to the west, the children and the mothers rising up. We've been hearing Dr. Arika Nashi-Hombariko calling and calling. There was a sister, migrant sister like myself. And you ask those questions. And even though there are not answers coming, but can you just repeat what you think our ancestors or are thinking about it? I know you already said it, but they also told you a reason why we must go back home, even if it's just in our mind to free them. My queen, can you just explain a little bit or just bless us with that vision?
From what I've experienced all these years in my dreams, and God speaks to me through my dreams, and everything that I do, Tata, is through my dreams. You see, our ancestors went through something that was barbaric. And to die in such a way and not being even home was something horrible. Imagine being taken away, leaving your mother, your father, your family to a strange place. And to be sold while you arrive. When you arrive, they were sold. So having your children taken away from you, selling your children, doing what we call today Black Friday. And Black Friday, our ancestors were sold for a very cheap price. And this is why they have Black Friday today continuously. Many of us don't know that. We don't know what's behind Black Friday. So when a wife is taken away from a man, she's standing there naked. And the whole town is watching her, degrading her. All this happened. Recently in our lives, men being hung. And while he's being hung, they're having picnics under the body. Whipped to teach others, stretched, mouth sewed in iron because a woman was so beautiful in Brazil, a slave. They sewed her mouth with iron. So when my ancestors come through my dreams, they're saying this to me. They're saying that to each person in the continent and the world, become free in the mind and to know what they have been through, then they can be free. I didn't understand that in the beginning, but I believe that what they're saying is that they suffered so much, and to think that we in Africa on the continent don't know their history. They only know we left. They don't know what happened to us. So when you speak of they were in the dungeon before leaving and you're crying, but they want you to know what happened to them. They want you to know how they suffered. And I think they want that because that would bring us together to understand that colonialism, we went through a lot. But they want you to know and never forget them. And you don't even know them. You don't know them. You don't know that suffering. And I want you guys to go to Google. Please do this for me because they want you to do this. They want you to go to Google and type images of slavery, and you will see what they have been through. Imagine open in the stomach of a woman hanging. It came in my dream and I researched, and the dream was true. Because they're trying to teach you fear. And until today, we are suffering from fear. Fear is a thing where you're crippled, your mind becomes crippled. But our ancestors want you to know what happened to them. They don't only want you to know when they left. So in Panama, we have a port where they came through that section. And the kings and queens, we're going to take them there. We're going to take the people there. Because we want to show you that when they left, there was this, just like in Cape Coast, the same thing. It's almost like a replica, waiting for them to sell them like dogs. So what I'm saying to you all is that this is not about a program. This is about healing. This is about transformation. This is about us. We're always waiting for somebody to give us something. No, not anymore. We have to do this. We have to come together on those days for us to meet each other once and for all and talk to each other, because this is what our ancestors want. You see, when you do a libation, you can do all the libation you want. But if you don't understand the magnitude of what you're doing the libation for, don't ever do it again. Because it's not about the libation, my brothers and sisters. It's what comes behind it and ahead of it and what really happened. We need to tell our truth. We cannot allow anybody else to tell our truth. We need to tell it the way it was. You see, the natives in the Americas, they wiped them out. They came, they took the land, and they wiped them out. They couldn't do that to us. Something in us that kept us alive. Something. And that is God. You see, even when they introduce us to the word, let me tell you guys something. And this came to me years ago. The faith in God is what kept us alive. That kept us alive. And it's keeping us alive today. You will not imagine the things that we are still going through. We are being murdered, killed. Our children, we are afraid for them to leave the house every single day because they're being killed like dogs. Even when they're running away from the bullets, they're being killed. Slavery never stopped. It never will until we stop it. Never stopped. You see, because the slave mentality now is here. It's not with the shackles. It's not with the shackles. The prison system is a business in America. It's a private system now. To every prisoner, it's about probably $40,000, $50,000 for each prisoner. That's why it became private. It's a business. Who owns the company that sells the soap, the sheets, the medicine, the toothbrush, the phone calls that you have to make to your family? Who owns that? Not Black people. So they have created a system now to still make money from us. They put us in a system, and once we come out of that system, we can't even travel to Africa. You know why? Because when you get a federal offense, you can't get a passport. Slavery in America. It's still going on in the world. We have a lot of work to do. So when you come to America, many Africans, I want you to remember this, because this is what you do when you come to America. You are coming to a place where your brothers built. They built the White House. They built America. These are your brothers. These are not foreigners to you. But yet when you come to America, you treat them as though they are the worst thing on earth. Yes. Because you feel superior to them. Let me tell you something. Stop it. Stop it. Stop mimicking your oppressors. Respect your brothers and sisters that built a nation for you. What have you built for us? That's the reality. So the next time you put foot in America, look at your brother and say thank you for building this nation for us to come to, for an education, not to look at us as though you are superior, mimicking your oppressor. Respect. But because of your mindset, you don't know who you are. And this is why it's important for us to teach one another what I'm saying now. Respect us because we respect you. Don't make us feel bad. Don't make us feel like we're nothing. We have enough of those that's making us feel inferior. We don't need our own brothers and sisters to make us feel that way. We need your love. We don't need what you're doing today. So our ancestors are begging you. They want you to embrace your brothers and sisters in the world because that is who they are.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Bayeta, my queen. I think the initiative, the journey of reconciliation, all of us have seen, you know, because there've been a lot of theory that we think when we hear journey, it's like we have to get on the plane or in the boats and something and go somewhere.
Yes.
And then meet one another and then maybe talk something. No, I like the approach that you're taking. When you're not even here to say they did this to us, you're here to say we should stop imitating, doing it to ourselves. And that is very important because I want us to get this very clear. It is easy when we shift the blame. It is there that we're not going to change it anytime soon. But we have the formula to change it if we stop imitating and doing it ourselves. You just said something that the feeling of that understanding what our ancestors went through. My queen, is it different from how this feeling has totally been taken away from us and put into church, and Christians, particularly Black, particularly women, are the one crying that Jesus, why Jesus was slain, was beaten, and that? Who was that? You don't have the mind, it lost your mind to just have the same feeling what your ancestors were done to. Even right now, we're still doing it ourselves. But we go and cry over, who called it? I think some of the, over a dead person, dead, gone, finished. We go and cry. It's like we go to the grave and we're crying for somebody who doesn't look like you, who has nothing to do like with you, and you pour all your empathy there, and you absolutely just forgot that your ancestors went through that, and that is where your empathy should be. Is it correct?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yes. The thing is that what you don't know, you can't have empathy on. And that's the crisis that we're going through right now. We don't know what really happened, and when it comes to colonialism, we don't know. And one of the things that we have to realize, my sister, is that the education is key. That's key. We have to realize that there's so many things I didn't know, about myself, but I knew that there was something missing. You see, it's like the Matrix, the movie Matrix. A Black woman wrote that. I met her, I spoke to her. They stole the idea from her, but she had something spiritual more for the movie. You understand? And the problem is that what we don't know don't hurt us. And we've been separated for a reason. I notice even when I talk to Africans, my brothers, when you refer to Latin America, you say South America. And that's not correct. Latin America is not South America. The reason you say South is because a lot of Africans was also taken to Brazil. And it's funny how you have the Portuguese in Brazil and they're not from Brazil, but you say South America. Now you say that because you were taught that. When we talk about the Americas, that's from Brazil all the way to North America. So you say it different. You just say South America. And that's because you don't know anything, much of anything, when it comes to the countries in between that. Belize, Costa Rica, Guatemala, all those countries, you're not familiar with those countries. And there's a reason for that. Because when it comes to business, you're not familiar with that region, but your oppressor is familiar. See, you do more import more than you do export. So who is providing that for you? The very people that's oppressing you. They come to our region, they take, and then they export it to you, you see, and vice versa. So my job now is to open those doors in order for you to begin to do business in those regions. Like most Africans don't know that Panama has the second largest free zone in the world. And most of you don't know. So what I'm saying is that this is the time now for us in order to exchange information and teach one another information when it comes to business, when it comes to culture. You can export and re-export on the free zone with great incentives. You don't have that information. My job is to teach you that, you see, provide that information for you. So what the journey of reconciliation is about, it's about healing first, because there's no way I can do business with you and your mindset is not right.
Correct. Yes.
It can't be. Yeah. Yeah. So that have to change first, Tata. And once that change, you are going to see the great things that we're able to do. I'm not coming to criticize. I want to come to build. You build Africa, we build it together. And I don't have to be present to build, because just like how I am going to bring, and those of you from Latin America and the Caribbean and outside, let me just put it this way. Those of you from outside of Africa, I want you to put on here where you're from. So that way, I want Tata to see that the world is coming to her. You understand? The world is coming to her. Yes, and that's what we're going to do.
I can see.
You see? Let her know. Put on there, you're from Panama or wherever you're from. Because I want her to see that God placed you here, Tata, to do what you're doing, to bring us together through media. And I'm going to do my best, Mama, to help you and to bring that to you in order to keep us together. Because this is what we need. We need this type of platform in order for you to hold this thing together so we can communicate with you. You understand? That's important.
Wow. Yes. I think a hand of applause. If all of us are watching here, please just type congratulations. Thank you, Queen Mother of Panama. And also thank me, of course. And we're thanking you. I'm very happy because we have the executive team on board right now. And I can see Jamal is saying he's from Netherlands. You can see where they're watching from. I'll just be putting those comments and you see, so please just type if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, where you are watching from, because The Queen Mother is taking these statistics, to say we are the one global here on the Pan-African Daily, and wherever you're watching from, just type it. Just type it. And I'm going to bring it
Yes.
up to all of us, right? And I know I'm not picking us all, because a lot of us would say, I'm African, I'm this. So yes.
Yeah,
Kofi from
what I want
Ghana.
to do, what I want to
Yes.
do is this. I even
London
want to
is on
show,
board. Ah,
yeah, I even
yes.
want to show ourselves how powerful we are. You
Yes.
see, I want to take the negative and make it the positive. Some people say, well, it's a crime that we all learn different languages. To me, that's great, because now we know languages that we didn't before, and that's how
Yes.
we're going to come together. Look,
Absolutely.
Texas, New York, this is wonderful.
Yes.
You see, and that's what I want to show you, Tata. I want to show you we're with you.
Yes.
You understand?
They're watching you from Namibia. Just go
Yes.
ahead. You're going to see that. Bermuda is on board. Serious
Beautiful.
thing. I'm watching from Namibia. Wow. Kavena say, I'm just from Africa.
Don't
And
say
others
you're
that are
just from
watching
Africa. You're doing
Yes.
better than a lot of us.
Koulibaly is one of the biggest brother supporter that we have, an executive also on the team, and all your executive queens are here tonight. Everyone said we were going to be here to listen and to hear you. So we have St. Vincent from the Caribbean. Yes, Sanovia.
There you go.
Yeah, Malik. And look at this from Israel.
That's right.
You get that? And we have Matamera from Cape Town. Just type wherever you're watching from, whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, that's not. And in the next coming times or days, you've heard the Queen Mother said, we are here to support the Pan-African Daily, and it's going to work. So, hey, we're already done it. And I'm so happy that we have our Queen sister here, Stevie Robinson, who talked to us about their Kweli TV. That's going to be our platform. I don't know if any of you have heard about that. It's the black Netflix and everything that you can imagine on it. So yes, Queen Mother, we're going to be rocking that really, really so much. California is on board. St. Kitts and Nevis watching from Toronto. George is from Sweden. Oh my goodness. Lawrence here. Mama Melinda, I'm in London, as you can hear. Okay. They're in London. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Columbus, Ohio, USA. I'm sorry, some of the, please be patient. I know Queen Mother is listening and she's going to watch this again. Veneto, Italy is here, watching from New York, from Panamanian, a Panamanian from New York, and Tanzania. Oh my goodness. Celeste. Celeste is watching from Atlanta, but my Kenyan sister from another mother is watching, and Slicks is watching from the US. I mean, this is so great. Las Vegas is on, California again. Oh my goodness. Queen Mother, you see, you are bringing the world. You're bringing Florida. Florida is on Pan-African Daily. Woo! Wow. Wow. Johnny Boy, you say you're going to rewatch 10 times today. And I saw Sherry said another prophecy, because we had our brother here, Joseph, who, the 12-12 brother, who said, wow, Pauline is watching from Jamaica. These are all your children, all. Miami is on board. I like that big smile on you, Queen Mother. Tear those smile out. Yes, we are global. We globally rule the planet. Houston, Texas. Wow. Hazel Eugene. Houston, Texas. Oh my goodness. Oh, Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Queen Mother, what can you say about this? All the global that you're calling is right here. Florida, Florida, Florida. Woo! Oh my goodness. I can, I know it's global, it's everywhere. We're gonna see more of this come. I tell you, the fire is on. The fire is on. We have Indianapolis, and yes, you see, oh, look at this. Commonwealth of Dominica. Yes. Oh God. Yeah. Oh my God, Texas. It's here. Oh, my head is blowing up. Toronto, Canada. Oh, I want to get the tech team. Where are they? Cathy, Texas. I want to get. Oh my goodness. Ujama. Ujama, Tanzania. Iya, to me, please come and take care of the tech team. We can hear the Queen Mother. I don't know whether she's muted or what. Oh my goodness. Sandra Branks is saying
Yeah, I was
Bayet.
muted. I'm sorry. I'm talking away here and I was muted. I was saying, my son is on. Mando, I love you. Thank you for watching. And I
Yes.
told you, Tata, I'm going to bring the world to you because this is going to be our new platform so we can discuss and talk about all of what we talked about today, how we're going to unite, how all of you are going to participate in Panama, May 19th through the 25th. That is going to be the journey of reconciliation of Mother Africa and her diaspora. If you could put our website on there, the 6th Region Global Chamber of Commerce. We are getting ready to bring the world together. We already have the king from Hawaii called us. He said he wanted to be there. The king from the Philippines, he wants to be there. You know, this is growing because we need peace. We need wisdom in our nations. And I don't only speak the people, I speak the government. Get yourselves together. It is time. The kings, you are the one that lead nations, not have others to lead you. I want to send that message out to the kings and queens in Africa. It is time for you to position yourself the way you used to be and better, to have those to respect you and also build your kingdom. Your kingdoms are supposed to be built now, coming your brothers and sisters from the African diaspora. We are coming. We want to help you, and that is going to happen. As long as we change the mindset first. Yes. 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 So, Tata, are you good now?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm on fire. Vibration.
Good.
Vibration.
Yes. Yes. I see Hazel. She said hallelujah.
Yes.
Hallelujah to the world, because one of the things that the people that are watching right here and making the notes, you know what they're saying? They're ready. Are you guys ready? Are you? I hope that they're ready. They're ready now to rebuild within ourselves and then pour it out and build our nations. That's what we are going to do. We're going to build our nations. We're not going to stay stuck in slavery. We're not always going to be speaking about slavery. We have to speak about before slavery and the now, about what we're going to do and what how we are going to prepare for our future generation. You understand?
Yes.
That's what we are getting ready.
Ashe.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. No negotiable.
With the music, he said, we are ready. Long overdue. It is long overdue.
Long overdue.
That's it.
Tuko pamoja. Tuko pamoja. You know, I feel like we it. What are we going to be doing? No, 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 no. Queen Mother, tell us how you're going to accommodate us in Panama. What are we going to be?
Yes. Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you guys
Just
what we're going to do.
Tell me. Come on.
Stop being so selfish, Tata. Stop being so selfish.
I cannot. I need somebody to be down.
This is what we're going to do. The first day, which is going to be the 19th, we're going to have a forum. We're not only going to speak about slavery, we're going to speak about before slavery. The great people that we are, not that we used to be. I don't like to say, oh, the great people that we used to be. No, we're still great. If we survive colonialism and if we survive slavery, we are great people. And then we're going to have a welcome that evening. And also we're going to have the next day, we're going to have a business forum where Panamanian businesses are going to talk about the business opportunities in Panama. We are going to have booths for those to share their, their businesses and products. And then we're going to have the cultural part, the dances and so forth. And then we're going to go to the port where all the slaves were coming through. You know, Africans were coming through. They weren't slaves yet, but Africans were coming through that port. So what we want to do is to have the ceremony there. And the next time I'm on the show, I'm going to show you some pictures of the ports of where all Africans was coming through. One of the most interesting thing is that in Panama, we have a lot of Congolese, those from Angola and so forth. And the wonderful thing is that they still practice the culture, which is very, very amazing that we have kept. You know, I think about this, that we have kept the culture for so long. And not only that, we are going to have the gala. You know, everybody going to be in their festive outfits and so forth. And we're going to be having quite a few things in that day. But one of the most important thing about this, we're going to use the Parliament building, and we're going to have the kings and the people converse with each other and talk about, you know, what happened, what we're going to do, and what we have planned for the future. Then I'm going to have a B2B with the businesses that's coming. This thing is going to be just amazing. And one of the lovely thing about it is that a lot of people are coming. My God, a lot of people are coming, and everyone knows that this is spiritual. That's what's so amazing. Everybody know that this is spiritual, that it's not just an event. But one of the things I want to tell the audience also, from Panama, we're going to go to the United States. From the United States, we're going to go to the Caribbean. From the Caribbean, to the Caribbean. We're all going to come back now to Africa. We don't know what country yet in Africa. Those that want to sponsor us in Africa or the United States and the Caribbean, we're welcome and we're open to receive sponsorship in the country. Then after Africa, all of us now, those that wants to, it's going to be that journey that we're going to go from country to country and educate the people about who we are.
Hey,
that's going to be amazing.
Hi.
Yes. And also, Tata, which is the great thing that's going to happen, is that those of you that wants to volunteer for this journey, let us know. Before I'm going to give you an email so you guys can email the information. But yes, to volunteer and also go on the journey with us, because we have a lot of talents. Those of you that retired and still want to do great things, just come with us. And because we need a lot of people, to heal. You know, healing takes a while and takes time. So we need to, we need you. In other words, we need you. Yes. So Tata, that's it. That's what we're gonna do, Tata.
I'm still being selfish. Where am I going to be staying? Where am I going to sleep? Is my ticket ready? Oh,
don't worry, Tata. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get sponsors for you. We don't have a choice. And those of you that are watching, and then you can sponsor Tata, because Tata is coming and do the news for Africa and all of us. So if we can get someone in the audience to sponsor her for even one night at the hotel or half the price for the ticket, you know, let's get Tata to Panama.
Oh my God, Queen Mother, this looks like, you know, honestly, no, this is no joke, but something must have to happen like this, whether we like it or not. We cannot keep singing hallelujah, amen here every day and choir and dancing. Something has to happen. We had already said it last week or last year, and the question and the excuse was Mr. COVID, right? But now we've navigated as way after all, you know, so something must happen that we always had said. There must have to be something that would unite us in one space. There must have to be something that we will meet on faces, dance together, celebrate, eat together, and just get to know each other. I mean, I cannot imagine what, you know, the heat, the heat. And I really feel this because you're saying, most of the time it's always been, okay, let's meet in Ghana, let's meet in this. But why not Africa? Calm down, let's meet in the diaspora. Feel the pain of your brothers and sisters, your ancestors. Feel that pain. Buy your ticket from the continent. Come to Panama. Because it's always been like, I mean, we see Professor James Moore and his team always going to Egypt, always going to Ghana, always going to Rwanda. We see the diaspora. They're the one that are really like hungry, even though they were chewed out and spitted out, but they're the ones running and coming like a child that, you know, was taken into, I don't know, was kidnapped, and that child is running to come back home, and the father and the mother are just looking and like, okay, are you coming? What are you bringing to us? We have a piece of land, go and buy. What a shame. The continent has to make the steps now.
That's right.
Come and meet us in the diaspora and tell us why we were sold in the first place. I mean, okay, nobody is here who did that. And we are in the generation of the generation, but now we have to, because we're an extension, we would have to conduct and do that libation. We will have to do it. And so sometimes the continent
Lawrence is saying that we should have this live. We are going to live stream it so the world can see it. So we're working on that. Yes. Because I don't want anyone to miss this, because not everyone can travel. So definitely, Lawrence, we're going to do that.
See people that are ready and already in. Just look at them that are already ready. Just look at people that are already there. I'm already feeling the heat. I was feeling cold, but now I have to take off my light.
Kofi said that I'm wearing some beautiful lipstick. I think it's almost gone now.
Oh my goodness. Everybody, people who are still thinking that they might be watching some other foreign medias to get the history or to know themselves, you're wasting your time. The Pan-African Daily TV is the only way we get the queens, the kings, the us from us, and we can laugh, we can dance, we can shout, we can scream, and nobody's gonna look at you and say, oh, you are so unprofessional, or you don't respect this, or you don't. I want to give a big shout out to Stephanie Robinson. I mean, she's here with us, and she just we had a conversation to Queen Mother, and she said, if there is one that we have to do, we have to fix your technique. And she said, I am going to work on this. I'm going around to look at How are we going to do it? I don't know, digitally or what, but we have to fix your technique, because this is the most important place that we are, and we cannot
Yes.
afford breaking, all these delays, all this, even though the continent, we know that, but she said there is a way, we must figure out this, it has to work. So yeah,
Exactly.
if our leaders are not ready, mother, let them send me. I'm the daughter coming to bear all their burden, and to no, Celeste. If you're not coming with me, I know all the migrants from the continent watch here. So you guys just pack your bags and let's go and fix out there in the diaspora, in the name of our kings, our queens. So then I am representing the Embo Kingdom and the entire queens and kings of the South and North. And so please make sure you have your ticket. And then, and buy my own ticket. No, the
Yeah.
continent has to do this. So we go and do this stuff. I'm just loving it. Thank you so much, Queen Mother. This
Yes.
is
Yes.
so beautiful. Unfortunately, you see, we are on YouTube or Facebook. Imagine if we were on our channel, I would have played some Afro beats, because there are a lot of DJs here. We would have just set the party now live and we start, dancing.
Right.
So
Right. I like what this gentleman said. He's so funny. He says we can charter planes. Oh, it's moving so fast, and buses to Panama and build tents on the beaches with cost and help one's use or churches or school. That's what I'm talking about. That's the eagerness to get together and do what we have to do. I love it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I'm going to leave an email. I don't remember the email for the staff, but I am going to leave an email that I can. Where should I put the email, Tata? So in case, or they can write to you and then pass it over to us for the information for the event. You know.
Yes. Look at the images.
Yeah.
If you put it in my WhatsApp, I'm going to put it live here. But
Okay.
When are you coming? When are you coming again? When are you coming on the show? I mean, this is something that I'm sorry. I know you're busy.
No.
I know you have a whole staff. Even if you have to send some volunteers to continue updating us on it.
Yes, I will do that. I will definitely weekly, if possible, to keep everyone updated, and or every other week updated, because these are the type of conversations we need. I don't like to talk about the problem because we all know the problem. We need to really begin to talk about the solution. What I see here is that there's a lot of people from different places, and these people don't realize that we don't have to be politicians. We don't have to be all what they say we need to be in order to do something. I think the people are the ones that's going to change the world, and not government or any of that. I think what you have here with all these people from all over the world, what I want to do is to see if they could, I will create something for them to sign up. And then that way we can begin to work with one another. We have so many intelligent people here on this, on the audience. And those are the type of people that I would like to talk to and for us to come together and talk to. So the email that I'm going to give you, just reach out to the email, and then, that email I don't use a lot, but I can begin to use it now. And then that way now we are going to come together and plan. See, we need plan, and we need people that's ready, that's interested, and that's important, So I'm going to do that now, because I think one of the problems too that we have is that we don't know the power of people. We dismiss people. That's another thing too I wanted to talk about, is the fact that we treat people with a title better than we treat others. Okay.
Yes.
We elevate them, we worship them. That's not me. I treat everyone equally, because I can walk in a room and I see somebody sweeping the floor, I will elevate that person. Because if that person was not sweeping that floor, that place would be dirty. So we have to bless those, acknowledge those, and respect those that are doing the things that we think is not good enough for us. You know, so we need to stop that, where we treat those with a title better than others. We really need to stop doing that. Yeah. So, but I love this audience. This audience is just riding away. And I know my let us contact some shipping company. We could get something affordable to take many Africans. I would love to take a mob to Panama and come back with our people back to motherland. That's beautiful.
but my queen, if the boat and the charter boat is going to be owned by us and run, you know what happened before they go and drown us down.
So this is why we need to start building our own. That's the idea. And we need to start setting up calls to talk about these type of things, who have what, and use those charter flights and so forth. That's how you build a nation. Yes.
We are never going to trust them to rent their boats. They will sink us down there before we go.
I can't even laugh because my back. I can't. Oh my God, that is so funny. Well, anywho, I'm gonna type it now so you can
okay,
send it to the audience. Yes, but I want to thank the audience. You guys are awesome, and I have to say that awesome and powerful. You know, and this, as I always say, the time is now. Let's not put off what we have to do today. And I feel so good today because I used the one, I just sent it to you. Use the one on the bottom.
Okay.
I just sent it, the Reconciliación 55. Use that one. Yeah.
Right. Wait, I'm trying.
Kwame,
Mama Melinda,
I will be coming home.
I'm home. Did you hear that?
I'm home. But I think, just so you guys know, in Nigeria, I might be coming to Nigeria the first week of April. So look out. Those of you from Nigeria. Yes. This is a wonderful thing because, did you see it?
I saw it, but there are two. We have melidabaro14@gmail.com.
Not that one, the second one.
No, 55.
Right, that's the one that they should use. You can write there, and also the website. Type the website for them. My apologies. We are going to do great things. I am telling you. Yeah, that's the website. Our website. Yes.
Okay. Wait. Yes. Sid
and thank you, Miss Ridley.
It is just tripping. I can't even type anything in the guest chat. But can you check in the tech team and put a text up here?
Yes, I'm in touch with my brothers in Honduras, Costa Rica. Costa Rica is right next door to us. The person that's asking, yes, we are in touch with them. Mexico. Mexico just told us that they want our kings and queens to come to Mexico. And yes, so that's going on as we speak. Yes.
Okay.
I visited Ghana. I just got to respond to Kofi. I was in Ghana in October. So now I'm visiting Nigeria. I was in Ghana in October. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. They're
Queen
still
Mother,
writing.
you're bringing some heat here.
No, fire. I don't bring heat. I bring fire.
You bring fire. Okay.
Oh, well.
Hey guys,
Thank you,
we should
guys.
meet. I think
Thank
this is the
you.
first. This is gonna be the first. Yes. um. Ikan Ife is saying, Susan and Miss Melinda, we need a cruise ship. We need a fund started for a cruise ship so the diaspora can travel. So I think these are things that we can work it with the executive team under the week, and then we create, I don't know, as you said, sign up or whatever, and we're still looking for offers. My God, the cruise ship. I'm in Germany. Am I going to have one leave Germany from Germany?
Yes, Kwame, we're going to come together.
Did you mean?
And this is going to be an awesome, awesome thing. And I just want to, I think that there's going to be a lot of weeping at this event because
I don't know
for the first time, we're coming with a different mindset that we're going to meet our brothers and sisters, but in a different way, So it's going to be special.
I don't know why we cannot insert the email now. Okay, wait a minute. I mean, for all of you, we're just rounding up now. And so you can throw your questions in a suggestion already in the chat. Should we be thinking about a cruise ship or what should we be doing? I think, yes, probably it's cheaper, not only cheaper, but we can also take the route where our ancestors took. But like I said again, we are not fishes. Remember, we cannot swim.
Yes,
something would happen.
Maybe we can put it in the comments, and people can pick it up from there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we say. Yeah. Did you? No.
Yeah, wherever we putting the information on the bottom of your screen, you can put it there as well.
Yeah, Queen Mother, there's some questions coming. There's some questions coming from the continent, like how, because of visas and all that, how can people take part? Do you, if someone wants to sign up from the continent, you give an invitation letter or travel something? I think that's very, very relevant.
Yes, what we do, we will send you will request for invitation letter. We will provide that invitation letter for you. And then we will guide you as to where to get your visa. There's only 3 embassies in Africa that we're using, so we don't complicate things. That's Morocco, Egypt, and South Africa. So when you send us the request for the visa, we will direct you as to where to go.
Yes. That's so true. That's so true. Yes, Kwame, we are traveling home, but we also need to travel out of home for a purpose, for a journey of reconciliation. Kwame, so just buy your ticket, okay? Now you all heard that we'll be putting up information out there. I will send you more details on it when we put the program on the executive team together, how to apply for your visas and stuff, and we'll channel it to the Queen Mother. That's our job on the Pan-African Daily to do, because we're going to continue to circulate this message every day, whether she's here or not, so that people that are waiting to participate can already start getting, it's May. May is not far. So if you didn't even have a passport, you have to start doing one right now, okay? Yeah. So, yes. As family, I propose that we take care of Queen Tata's expenses. Wow. Hey, you hear? Queen Mother. Queen Mother, I am on top. And you were here telling me, Tata, don't be selfish. How can you say that?
No, I was saying, I think I misunderstood. You said something else. I think I don't remember. But yes, yes. I am happy. Right. I'm happy.
Thank you, Baba. Yes, we have the emails. We have this one, but the one that we are using, it's on the Susan Tata page. You can already see it, right? And like
Right.
I said, we would continue. We will continue to share, to share, to share. Pan African Daily
Yes.
also has the email. So you go to a community group, you're seeing it. And even the Pan African Daily TV news and Facebook page, it's all available on it. So, Queen, tell me what you want us again to do. We are here. You see, when you talk to your people, you call them, they are ready. Just tell us what we should do. I saw on the program somehow Queen and King's dinner, and I begin to just dream of this coming to America party by our brother who did it, and everybody in this massive extravaganza, cultural attire. Yes.
Yes.
What about
Yes.
that?
Yeah, actually, the kings and queens, not only from Africa, is going to be there, but other kings and queens from other countries. And I think it's going to be something special because even at the event, we're going to have fashion shows, we're going to have plays, we're going to have different things. And I think that this would be a place, this is the last day, but this would be a place where we can let go and just enjoy each other. And I think it's going to be very, very ceremonial because just being around our brothers and sisters in a place where we could just relax and talk and laugh,
Oh
and
yes.
just watch
Oh,
all those women coming in with their
oh my God.
elegant attires and things like that. That's going to be beautiful. It's going to be
And we
awesome.
need some Queen Mother. You have to organize a spa where we will get massage from. I
Yes,
mean, from
we
our
have
brothers out there, and the women get massage from. We need. We've been working too hard. I cannot
to
imagine the muscles and the. Hey, is there
yes.
something like that that we're really
Oh,
going to get
trust
the
me,
treat?
the hotel, actually the hotel where you guys are going to stay at, they have that. They have nearby hotels that's going to be doing that as well. The hotels are beautiful. So yeah, we women, men, how women are. We got to get there all do that up, but but yes, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. Yeah.
Oh
So
my God!
we're hoping when you guys write us there, what we're going to do is to send you the brochures. And we are also going to send you the package and the website. You can go on the website to take a look at what we have to offer. We are going to do tours to the Panama Canal, to the Free Zone, and other places, to the city, and so forth. So you guys are going to have a good time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whew, wow!
Yes.
Did we
So,
ever hear this?
Tata, I
Yes.
promise you the world is going to come to you, and it's already done. And we're going to keep building, building, and building because we need a television show where we can come and we can talk about these things and plan together. Look at how we're planning already. So it's done. It's really good. So I want to thank the audience once again. I want to thank you, Tata, for having me on the show. And hopefully once a week or every other week, I'll come back and provide more information, and not just the journey of reconciliation, but I'm planning a global trade mission coming up. And that's coming to Africa, and Africa coming to us. So there's a lot of work coming. Yes. So thank you, Tata, once again.
Okay. Yeah, Queen Mother, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my queen. I mean, the first thing is going to be that we gather in Panama and just thanks and love ourselves. And then, Queen Mother, we can sit down at your feet and you tell us about the economy and everything. What is it that we used to know? And yeah, open the doors to
Yes.
us. We need to
Yes.
feed our children. They're hungry. There are a lot that are on the street, don't have anything. So, hey, we need it. We need it so like yesterday.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you all.
Thank
I
you.
love you
Thank you.
all.
Thank you.
All my
That's
children. I
so
love you all.
question. I see some people saying, are you from Jamaica? Are you from Jamaica?
Te
Are
quiero
you
mucho
tired?
también, Johnny. Thank you. Te quiero mucho.
Tuku Pamoja. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Mother. Thank you for being here. Okay.
Thank you. Sure. All
I know
right.
you're tired. You have to leave.
Yes, the back is
For
killing
another-
me. But thank you all. I
We're
appreciate you all. I
in
love
the
you all. Yes. Great show.
Caribbean, and there's no better way we can do a program. Yes, good. Queen. Good. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. You're breaking out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Buenas noches a todos.
Okay.
Los quiero mucho. Y espero
You
verlos
see,
en
that's also one
Panamá.
of the things. Stephanie, I cannot wait to get this technical thing. You like, even the images are just tripping.
Yes. Thank you. Good night. Good night.
It's not. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you your languages. Thank you and good evening. Every evening that we're here, please make sure you not English, not French. You know, in your local language, whether it's Swahili. I don't know if you're hearing me out there. It is crazy out here. So we don't know what it's just hanging, and you can see me on and off. I think I'm back again, but so terrible. The images are so crazy. But I thank God you all know how beautiful we are. You know, and if you want to confirm even more, we're meeting us in Panama. Okay, you would see. You would see that is one blood, one people. So if we don't get our closing hymn or our closing song to dance to it, please just bear with us because yeah. All right. So we're gonna leave you and we say Tuku Pamoja Medase Miyakaberi War. Yes, and we see us tomorrow. Tomorrow we are gonna be live again. And this time with the 3 powerful young executive teams that are recruiting the Pan-African Daily TV correspondents. So they're going to be here, 3 of them. Okay. So we see us tomorrow. Thank you so very much. Bye. You are watching the Pan-African Daily TV with Dr. Susan Tata. The Africa we want. Unity, consciousness, our culture, our spirituality, our history. One Africa for Africans worldwide. Motherlands calling its diaspora home. Join my voice. Join my team. Join my campaign. Campaign 21 hashtag 1 million subscribers on the Pan-African Daily TV YouTube. Be a volunteer. Apply now. Be the new Africa.